Hey there, it's Clay. Welcome back to another video. We've made it through Valentine's Day, but what exactly does that mean? How are we going to move forward and all of that stuff? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video. But first, of course, my name is Clay with ModernLove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not. Because you, of course, deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me, and if you want to help us out with this channel, it costs nothing at all. Just hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel as well too, so that you can get notified when we publish and upload new videos. We're through Valentine's Day. And with all of that said, Valentine's Day, it's a weird time of the year. Those first 2 weeks of February. It's also kind of on par with the whole Christmas season that I have noticed anyway. But now we are through the two weird times of the year, and now we just have smooth, clear sailing without too many holiday kind of disruptions, at least until December or so. But with that being said, there is a lot we can focus on now. In fact, I would like to actually start a little bit of a online workshop to kind of help with some of these important things to focus on. In fact, if you want to, you can go ahead and request to join a Facebook group down below in the description box. When and if we get enough people interested in this Facebook group, I'm thinking like maybe, 250 or so, we'll go ahead and take this Facebook group live. I'll go ahead and approve the people that have requested to join, and we can go ahead and have this little workshop. So what is this workshop all about? So I've been helping people with relationships for a while now, and there's kind of a question that's been rattling around in my mind when I'm talking to someone, or when I'm working with someone, or when I'm hearing about someone's situation. That's like, okay, do I think this person is actually going to be able to get this relationship to work out? Do I think they're going to be able to save the relationship? Do I think they're going to be able to get where they want to go? I've been trying to think about what it actually takes to get a person to be successful, or to predict a person's success. And you might think it has to do with all sorts of things, like is there a rebound relationship? Is there a long distance sort of thing in place? Like all that sort of stuff. And sure, those are valid concerns, but what I've noticed is a whole lot more important is actually a person's way of being. That is to say, how they're bringing themselves to the interaction, how they're bringing themselves to their partner, how they're bringing themselves to their experience. And I've found this to be incredibly predictive in whether or not someone is able to, save a relationship, get into a great relationship, be able to recover from a breakup without having it create some sort of, devastating emotional scar on them that holds them back from love for, years and years. It's really about how they're willing to show up, how they're willing to interact with, whatever's coming up, whatever sort of circumstances are showing up for them, and how they're able to powerfully move forward, regardless of whatever does or doesn't happen. And so this is really what the focus of this workshop is about. This is really what the focus of this Facebook group is about. So if you do want to go on this journey with me, then, please feel free to sign up for the Facebook group down below. We're going to be doing this, hopefully starting next week, depending on how many people sign up or how quickly people sign up. So, if you're watching this video in February 2021, sure, go ahead and do that. If for some reason you're watching this video at some other point in the year, then, you've probably missed out. The workshop is probably over or something like that. And I don't want people to just show up on the last day or something like that. But go ahead and sign up if you're watching this in February 2021 and if you're interested in this. But yeah, this is going to be kind of a workshop. What I'm hoping to do is to just, post some videos in this Facebook group that go through some of this stuff and help you to understand the importance of your way of being, hopefully help you to improve your way of being. And what I'd like to actually do from, my point of view is to see if there might be any people out there that might be interested in, working with me as coaching clients moving forward. I'm not looking for a ton of people, just maybe a small handful or so. So that's what my interest in all of this is. Of course, whether you decide to work with me or not, whether we do work together or not, I hope that you gain a lot from this Facebook group. So if you do want to, check that out, it is down below. But when it does come to moving forward from Valentine's Day, there is a lot of emotion involved in all of this. I've been through this whole, cycle of the year many, many times now at this point. And I've noticed that people kind of become really passive leading into Valentine's Day. There's a part of them that says, like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to wait and see if they do something. I'm going to wait and see if they wish me a happy Valentine's Day, if they, send me some sort of message, if they confess their love for me or something like that. And, I get it. But at the same time, this whole passive mindset is not going to get you where you want to go. I think, unfortunately, a lot of you have probably figured that out by now. Depending on how yesterday went. I think it's time to at least get to the point where we can start to realize, okay, this whole passive route, this whole wait for what the other person is going to do, I'm just going to sit back and, see if they do something. See if they, if they really love me, they would be willing to do this. I think we've all learned that that is probably not the best strategy. And we're ready to kind of move forward from all of this in a, post-Valentine's Day time of year. So what I want you to do is to say, okay, what can I actively do in order to make all of this happen? And, sure, there are things that need to be done, text messages that need to be sent, meetups that need to have happened, conversations that you need to have. But again, like we've been talking about, the deeper level at all of this is not so much the words that you're saying, the emojis that you're sending or anything like that. It's really how you're showing up when you're going to be communicating these things. Are you anxious? Are you relaxed? Are you owning your desire? Are you totally feeling aligned with what it is that you want? Do you believe that you deserve to be loved for who you are? Do you believe that, you're worthy of this kind of love? Or are there places where you don't feel worthy? Are there places where you don't feel that you love yourself? Are there places where you don't trust yourself to be able to handle whatever comes up? And if we start to work through some of these deeper level things, you're probably going to have a whole lot better results. Because, we can prepare for all sorts of outcomes. We can say, okay, we can text this. And if they respond, we can text that. If they don't respond, we can text this other thing. If they do respond, but it's in a negative way, we can text this. And we can have this whole branching tree of if, ands, and all that sort of stuff. Ultimately, there's probably going to be unpredictable things that come your way. There's going to be things that happen, situations that happen, conversations that happen, responses that happen that you could never predict. And that is where your way of being comes into play. That is why it is crucially important to focus on that. So hopefully we can get out of this passive mindset that, maybe some people have been in for a while now, going into Valentine's Day, and we can start to say, okay, let's actually start figuring out how we can make this work. Let's work on our way of being. Let's go ahead and move forward from there in alignment with what we want. And if that is something that you do want some help with, we are doing a free workshop over on Facebook. Once again, that's right down below in the description box. Feel free to sign up. I'll be posting updates about, if this is moving forward, how it's going, all that sort of stuff. But feel free to join us. Again, my intention behind this is to hopefully get a few coaching clients. I don't want to get a ton, just a small handful or so. But if you want to work with us, cool. This is a great way to start getting warmed up for that. If you just want to learn about how to improve your way of being, this will probably also help you out as well too. And, I get it. Not everyone's on Facebook. Not everyone likes Facebook. Not everybody has good, warm, fuzzy feelings about Facebook. I get it. I'm not much of a Facebooker myself too. The truth is I took kind of a hiatus from Facebook over the past few months with all the, political drama and everything going on in the world. It was a little bit much for me to take, so I just kind of took a step back from it. But if you don't have a Facebook account, or if you don't use it, or if you don't like it or something like that, that's okay. If you want to participate in this, you can just create a Facebook account, just put in some, anonymous stuff. You don't have to, post photos of your breakfast every morning or anything like that. You can just use it like you're logging into Facebook just for this workshop. And then when it's all done, if you don't want it anymore, you can go ahead and delete the account. That's totally fine. But anyway, if that's also not something you want to do, that's okay too. Maybe this just isn't for you. Once again, that Facebook link is down below in the description box. And if you did like this video, please help us out. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, all that good stuff. And if you do want to learn more about how to connect with your ex, be sure to watch this video series over here on what we call advanced relational skills, or please be sure to check out this video right here. But once again, thank you so much. Please take care, and I'll talk to you next time.